DNA replication, also called DNA duplication. DNA producing exact copies of itself can be called DNA replication. DNA produce exact copies of itself is called DNA replication. During this process, the two parental strands separate and act as template for the synthesis of new strands or separate strands or daughter strands. So it is also called semi-conservative. In this process, the two strands get separated by unspiraling the strand and new DNA is produced so that we get the exact DNA copies of the parental strand. In each new DNA, 50% is what? 50% is new. One strand is parental, the other strand is newly synthesized. So replication or duplication of DNA is also called semi-conservative. 50% is retained and 50% is newly produced, newly synthesized. So DNA replication is always semi-conservative. This process takes place during S phase of interphase. During S phase of interphase, replication of DNA occurs. There are three phases in the interphase: growth phase 1, followed by S phase, and followed by G2 phase or growth phase 2. During S phase, replication of DNA occurs. So that is the reason the dot cells get equal amount of DNA compared to the parent cell. If the parent cell has 46 chromosomes, the two dot cells produced will always get the same number of chromosomes, 46 chromosomes. Requirements for this process for the DNA replication, requirements are nucleotides. Nucleotides are the building blocks of nucleic acids. When we are producing new DNA strands, the nucleotides are needed. So all the four nucleotides: deoxyadenosine monophosphate, deoxyguanosine monophosphate, deoxycytidine monophosphate, deoxythymidine monophosphates, these are needed. These are the raw materials for the construction of new DNA strands. So those are the nucleotides of DNA that are the basic requirements. They are the bricks from which new building can be produced or constructed. And this process also needs energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate. ATP is the energy currency, so that is needed for any biochemical process. And inorganic ions in the form of magnesium plus ions, magnesium 2 plus ions, they are needed during activation of nucleotides. And this process is done by enzymes. Enzymes are the biocatalysts. All the living process, physiological process are carried over by enzymes. So here also a set of enzymes are involved. One is helicase. Helicase makes the removal of hydrogen bonds between complementary nitrogen bases. So that helps in the removing the two DNA strands or separating the two DNA strands. It is also called amylase. And one more enzyme, guidase. It is also called topoisomerase, that is needed to stabilize the separated DNA strands. So these two strands together help separating the two DNA strands and make them separate. So these are needed to unwind and stabilize the DNA strands, both the DNA strands. And new DNA strands are produced by the enzymes called DNA polymerases. DNA polymerases 1 to 3. They are also called DNA dependent DNA polymerases because they need the word strand of DNA. By taking the word strand of DNA as template, they produce the new DNA strands, so they can also be called DNA dependent DNA polymerases. There are 3 enzymes, 1 to 3. And there is one more enzyme, ligase. It is also called DNA ligase. It has the work of joining the fragments of DNA. When the DNA is produced in the form of fragments, they are joined by the enzyme DNA ligase. And one more enzyme is primase. Primase is needed to produce a molecule called primer. Primer is needed in the initial stages of DNA synthesis. These are the requirements for the process of DNA replication. Next, the mechanism of replication can be described with following steps.
Yes.
The mechanism of replication is described with the following steps. Number 1 is activation of nucleotides. Next, unwinding of DNA, helix or strands. Next, formation of primer or RNA primer. Next step, initiation and elongation of DNA strands. Lastly, proofreading. The first step is activation of nucleotides. The nucleotides are to be activated before they are being used for the formation of new DNA strands. So here, the nucleotides of DNA are added with the phosphates by the enzyme DNA. Phosphate, the enzyme is RNA polymerase, DNA polymerase, and magnesium ions are used. So here, the mononucleotides of DNA are converted into triphosphates. Deoxyadenosine monophosphate becomes deoxyadenosine triphosphate. Deoxyguanosine monophosphate is converted into deoxyguanosine triphosphate. Deoxycetidine monophosphate is converted to deoxycetidine triphosphate. Similarly, deoxycetidine monophosphate becomes deoxythymidine monophosphate. Like this, the monophosphates of DNA become converted into triphosphates by the enzyme phosphorylase using ATP and magnesium ions. So that's how all the nucleotides of DNA get activated. That is the first step of activation of nucleotides. All the nucleotides of DNA get activated or get energized. So then only they can participate in new DNA strand formation. So they are activated before they are being used in the new DNA strand formation. Next is unwinding of DNA strands. So the DNA strands that is wound or that is turned right-handedly should be separated to make single stranded regions. That is by the enzymes helicase and gyrase. Helicase removes the hydrogen bonds between complementary nitrogen bases, and the enzyme gyrase stabilizes the two separated strands using single strand binding proteins. That's how we get regions called replication bubble. The single stranded regions are called replication bubble or replication loop. That's how unwinding of DNA is performed by enzymes helicase and gyrase. In the next step, primers are to be produced. They are also called RNA primers. During new DNA synthesis, initially primers are needed, RNA primers, that is prepared by the enzyme primase. Primase enzyme produces RNA primers or primers. Primers are short segments of RNA. And the next step is initiation and elongation of DNA strands. So here we have taken a replication 4. The replication bubble can be made into a replication 4. There are two strands. One is 5' to 3' forward. The other is 5' to 3' backward. The strand that is having 5' to 3' can be taken as leading strand. Synthesis of DNA takes place first on this strand, and in the 3' end of this separated DNA strand, primer is taken as support for the synthesis of new DNA by the DNA polymerases, and new DNA is produced from this end. So its initial DNA is 5'. The DNA stands, so the DNA nucleotides are added by the DNA polymerases in a continuous manner to the entire length of this strand. So the initial region is 5', the terminal region is 3'. So on the leading strand, synthesis of DNA occurs in a continuous manner by the enzymes DNA polymerases. On the other strand, its polarity is 5' to 3' backwards. Here DNA is not produced in a continuous manner. It is in the form of fragments. Those fragments are called Okazaki fragments, and each time a primer is used and DNA is produced in the form of small segments. 5', 3', 5', 3', 5', 3'. Like this on the lagging strand, on the strand having polarity 5' to 3' backwards, DNA is produced in the form of fragments or short segments. Those segments are called opaque fragments, and these are joined by the ligase to make it a continuous hand. So at the end, this becomes a continuous hand by joining the fragments of DNA, opaque fragments by the ligase. So DNA replication is semi-continuous and semi-discontinuous and bidirectional. It occurs in two directions. On one side it is in this direction, on the other side it is opposite direction. So it is bidirectional and semi-discontinuous. On the reading stand it is continuous, on the lagging stand it is discontinuous. And finally, proofreading. Proofreading is the process of correcting the mismatched nucleotides with the correct ones. So proofreading is done, but the errors are very less. And now the new DNA styles are wound or current in the form of the usual DNA leaks. So DNA replication is described with these steps: activation of nucleotides, unwinding of DNA leaks, formation of primer or RNA primer, initiation and elaboration of DNA styles, and proofreading.